So the injury woes continue to pile up for the Lucknow Super Giants, and unfortunately for them, it's not only another very key member of the squad, but also someone who Indian fans are going to be a little concerned about getting injured, and that is because the injury bugs or the injury curse for LSG continues this time with skipper KL Rahul. Now, you would remember that during their last game against the Royal Challengers Bangalore, that KL Rahul had, he'd gotten injured whilst the team were fielding, then came out to bat at number 11 when the match seemed pretty much like a lost cause. He'd gotten injured, and at that point, we first thought it was a hamstring injury, but later on, stand-in skipper Krunal Pandya confirmed that it was something of a hip tendon which he had injured, and there isn't any official confirmation on it yet, but there are multiple credible reports suggesting that KL Rahul will very well be missing out on the remainder of the IPL 2023. Now, again, if he is set to miss out on the entirety of the IPL, there would be serious doubts over how fit or how available he would be for the World Test Championship final, because remember, he was part of that squad too. And I mean, there is really no, guarantee as to what time he would recover by. Because if we go by just the dates, he got injured. It was 2 days ago. That was on May 1st. And really, if you think about it, it's May 3rd. And reportedly, he's not finding it very easy to walk even as we speak. So there is a bit of concern there that, it's a serious injury. There's swelling in and around the injury area. And if let's assume for 1 second that he's out for a minimum of 4 weeks. That means it's going to be very, very touch and go for him when it comes to making the World Test Championship final. Again, there's no confirmation yet, but the kind of injury he suffered from, you remember, he couldn't even run or walk when he was batting, and he had to be taken off of the field on a stretcher. So it's clearly not the best of news for them in that regard. That he is, in fact, the injury wasn't one that was manageable. It's not a small niggle. It looked like a very serious injury, and the fact that he even came out to bat now should be something of a concern, because he couldn't walk, he couldn't run, he was unable to put any power into even his stroke. So the need for him even batting that match seems a bit far-fetched, but it happened. Now it seems like he will in fact be missing out on the rest of this year's IPL. But more concerning than the IPL is the fact that KL Rahul could very well be out of even the World Test Championship scheme of things. Why this is so concerning is because, India are already a little short when you're looking at, the middle order as far as the batting lineup is concerned, because you already had no Shreyas Iyer. Rishabh Pant has been out of the picture, obviously, ever since that accident. So there were some chances that KL Rahul could maybe have featured in the team, potentially as the wicketkeeper, or if not as a wicketkeeper, maybe as a pure batsman at number 5. There's every chance they could have gone with him ahead of the recently recalled Ajinkya Rahane. But unfortunately, what has happened now is that, even if he's fit, will he be match fit? He's most definitely not going to be match fit, because if he's out for the IPL, India don't play any matches in between the IPL as well as the World Test Championship. It's finish off the IPL and head straight for the World Test Championship final. So now that seems like, very, very... it was already a decision which many had cast aspersions over, but now, in fact, I don't really know what exactly is going to happen in that regard, because India's middle order suddenly looks very thin. Who is it that you could be recalled? As Akash Bharadwaj is pointing out in the comments, maybe a Sarfaraz gets a go. I mean, he's probably one of your standout performers in the domestic season. Not the worst shout. Maybe, just maybe, you bring back a Hanuma Vihari, someone who you always turn to as your man when you were in the middle of a crisis and needed, someone to plug a hole. And to be fair, Hanuma Vihari at number 5 would be able to do a decent job, assuming he gets that recall. But again, right now it's too early to tell where exactly things are going to be heading in that regard. What we do know for sure, and this is the breaking news update if you're just joining us, is that KL Rahul is set to miss out on the remainder of the IPL of this particular season. Now, this affects LSG, of course, not only because there's a gaping hole in their top order, but also as far as the captaincy is concerned. Most likely, it looks like Krunal Pandya would be the stand-in captain, as he was in the last match. But again, there's a bit of a difference in quality when it comes to the kind of captaincy that, that will in fact be happening, that will in fact be put in there. And of course, with Akash Bharadwaj, I'm not too sure about Anadkar, because there are reports which have suggested there's conflicting reports in that regard, because some are saying that, yes, he will be out of the WTC, but there are other reports which say that he'll be fit. So it's touch and go. if that is indeed the case, then maybe not Arshdeep, because I think actually it could be Arshdeep, considering the fact that he is set to have a county stint as well. So maybe the Indian team are looking at him as a long-term option in the Test team as well. But too early to comment at this point, Akash. Yes, Ishant would actually not be the worst shout in the world. So that's the breaking news update for you guys. KL Rahul set to miss the rest of the IPL, and there are legitimate doubts over whether or not he'd be fit for the World Test Championship final as well. Thank you guys so much for joining us. It's been a pretty busy morning so far. We hope you've enjoyed our updates, and if you did, please don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell icon, leave us a comment, follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, and don't forget to download the SportsTak app as well. We'll get all of this news at the tip of your fingers. Also, don't forget, if you're already on the channel, check out some other videos that we've done. For now, from my side, goodbye.